Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here, this is Simon Perryman. This is Discovery Scouts and the Pirates of the Caribbean film series. Today is Saturday, February 20th, 2021. Risky just uploaded about the videos are called Risky for those guys. That should have been about past several hours ago, and then he says what's next for the Call of the Wild. So that gonna be the next DLC that they're busy working on PCs and Xbox One on the Hunter Call of the Wild. Even though TLWR just came about last 2 weeks ago, then I usually today is about what next is about the Call of the Wild on the summer during the summer times, and as long as it could be as long as if you guys should have worked this out about probably in June 2021 for that could be one of same map about Australia or Canada or Africa or still Russia, or there could be US. I probably still have about Australia map. The other still like feral pigs, Ferragos, still camos, and still fallow deer, and red fox, and dingoes, or maybe Eurasian wolf. It's could, and maybe still have European rabbits. They do have a European rabbits on Australia state. Probably I don't think so, or probably it's just choosing about like Africa here. They have some familiar here about rhinoceros, elephants, leopards, greater kudu, still Cape buffalo, still lions, still side-striped jackals, and still scrub hares, and still blue wildebeest. I'll probably it's not too many species. They have a bit like black wildebeest that still have probably still less a kudu on it. There have been new animals here about gazelles, impalas, or still springboks. Maybe it's still gamsboks on it, or probably it's just new. Probably it's just new herd of gamsbok, probably known as oryx. They have a still warcox on it. It's probably a program is in the nearby. Or maybe we can, fortunately, still have it in Canada here. They have a bit like white-tailed deers. They have a white-tailed deer stills from Leighton Lake, black-tailed deer stills, mule deers, reindeers from Nevada Taiga, a caribou still from Yukon Valley, still for gray wolves. The new ones about wood bisons, muskox, polar bears, still has black bears, grizzly bears, and brown bears, and they have like Arctic fox. They have Arctic fox, snow goose, Canada goose stills. They have a coyote stills. They have like some turkeys. They have some like Canadian lynx here for about Eurasian lynx, just like about the new ones are the Canadian lynx. So I don't know if Canada don't have it about Canadian lynxlet, and somehow it's possible. We just wanted to get to be responsible for the new DLCs, new weapons, and new rifles, new handguns, and new shotguns, and new bows, and new consumers, and new equipment, and new colors, including new decoys and lower colors. However, if you guys discover to or maybe you have about New Russia's map here. If they do have it about Siberian tiger, roe deer, the fox, the brown bear, the reindeer, Eurasian wolf. They have like India here from a map for the axis deer, sandbar deer, rooster deer, water buffalo, wild doe, leopards, and Indian wolf, including rhinoceros and elephants. They have a black buck here from from the southern India. I don't know that I have not too many animal species around the continental war map here. There's still like to be continued to Aurora. There have been like European rabbits, turkeys, feral goats, and camos, feral pigs, fallow deer, red deers, and it could be someone else. It could be somebody else. They're like sika deer. There are some like sika deers, fallow deers, feral pigs, red deers, turkeys, European rabbits, camos, and feral goats, and they don't bring a wolf into they don't bring a kangaroos in the New Zealand to the Aurora National Park. Maybe including not to bring in for dingoes, and foxes, and whitetails. Probably not. They can't do that anytime. Probably not to do that anytime. So I'll probably just later on about Africa for now. Those are about the two larger predators for Africa. They have about leopards. All over the Canada, they have a catamount or cougars or bobcats and mountain lion tails from Silver Peaks. They have like Manitoban elk and Mongolian elk, or it seems looks like about Mongolian elk looks about cow and bull. The other like Eurasian elk means probably an Eurasian moose on it. It should be about Eurasian elk on it. They have a moose on it for the cow and bull. Just like one of those about Siberian moose, Alaskan moose, Western, Eastern, the Shiraz moose. It is the most of popularity for about Yukon Valley, about 11 regions. Alaskan moose could be one for the Lumber Shores, Green Shore Ice, Stone Hollow Basins, Bankside Forest, Redwater Sand, West Ryan Ridge, Copper Bowl Lake, Copper Rock, Recovery Tinkan Forest, Brightwater Flats, and Gold Cap Bluffs. There have some like just spook around for the wolf pack about the 5 regions throughout from the Lumber Shores. Somehow the wolves just try to cross the Crimson Ridge, Crimson Plains. So I don't know if they have it about the new rifles available on the new DLC, or just about the new handguns, or the new about shotguns, or the new about the bows and the crossbows and bow and arrows. And those are the tracers and those arrows. They haven't been have a live streaming today about expansive worlds. The people didn't know. The people never texted them. People know the amount about addresses about the Call of the Wild. But what next about the new map of the June 2021. I'm also did have August 2021 the Xbox consoles available. I probably think so. That was about 6 months. That was about 6 months left. It's one for the process to about every 6 months. So PC goes through the process for about June 2021. So maybe PS4 5 was delayed from last week ago. That was from February 2021. So PS4 5 that goes to the March 2021. Lady X Legend, and we're just having the reissues problems. Somehow they didn't understand the Australian. They have about dingoes, foxes, and fallow deer, red deers, kangaroos. It seems they didn't want to be aggressive, and somehow it's possible. The feral pigs, camos, the feral goats, they have European rabbits on it. They have no idea. So I have to supposed to be. they still have for they came about last year ago. Cuatro Colinas came in 2020, and Silverways Peaks they came up about last 10 months ago, or that could be the last 6 to 8 months. Silverways Peaks and Night Animals could be good of it about story missions. They seems didn't want it. They seem didn't have it. They seem didn't do the side mission during the COVID-19 pandemic. TOR doesn't need the side mission because continues to for the COVID-19 pandemic and about 18 to 24 months. So we don't know they have about side missions to have Australia state in the new map. They haven't been like about story mission for the new map for the Australia. So they do have for the kangaroos, feral goats, and feral pigs, and European rabbits, and still fallow deer and red deers, dingoes, and red fox somehow. Just like one of others about Iberian wolf, Eurasian wolf, gray wolves, timber wolves, Indian wolf, Mexican wolf. It's somehow to keep dangerous, to keep away from a human activity, and it's almost about 110 pounds for Iberian wolf for the 7 very hard. Seems mostly about 124 pounds. They're like some 9 legendary, the 8 mythicals. It's not very easy to be the difficult to tell anyone that about Iberian wolf hunting for Cuatro Colinas called the Wolf Quest. Yukon Valley, it's about Wolf Quest. Wolf hunting for female like mates. There are some of those with no idea we're just having it gets about working on the DLC on the gamers. They're like some supposed to be a do. There are some of those about flint musket rifles and just about 1 ammunition magazine 1 rounds. They haven't been like class 307, class 408, or they haven't been like class 9 something for the plain spice and about 100% penetrations and 100% about ammunition for about 50%. So all I have it gonna do is just check it about for the hunting call the wild about all around here about the Canada, Greenland, Africa, India, Russia, or Australia. We can tell. Alright guys, so don't forget to subscribe to my contests, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Vine, Cameras, Cocker Story, Cocker Talk, and subscribe on the please don't forget to subscribe. I'm able to reconfirm and subscribe on Whiskey, Ramen Tubes, The Lone Gamers, Oh Yeah Games, DG33, Flinters, Ramen Tubes, and Expansive Worlds, and Jaxie Beard. Please subscribe to more game streamers today on PCs and computers, and Xbox One consoles are available, and Lady X Legend subscribers on contents. And please feel free to watch this on Whiskey on the Call of the Wild. What next for the new map today on June 2021 and during the summer times. So don't forget, keep it rich, mateys. Have a good afternoon.